Hey, this is Jamal Abbott. Thanks for tuning in today and here with another quick minute. So I want to talk to you today about the lawsuit that has finally came to court for T-Mobile and Sprint. This is the first day, and this is for 14 state attorney generals, including the District of Columbia, who are stopping the merger between Sprint and T-Mobile, and this deal is worth $26 billion. So there's a couple of arguments for the merger. So T-Mobile and Sprint both state that this is in the best interest for consumers, and this is what's needed to compete against their rivals, AT&T and Verizon, in the U.S. wireless market. They also contend too that they'll bring some competition to rural carriers as another option to provide 5G 100 megabit per second speeds to roughly 90% of Americans across the United States. And they're saying that this is a win-win deal if this merger goes through. And now for the cons. So the state attorney generals argue that this is not in the best interest for consumers, and that the low-income consumers, which make up a large portion of Sprint and T-Mobile customers, will be hurt by this merger taking place. There's also an argument too about the prepaid wireless market being affected, as well as some of the independent businesses that sell these type of prepaid services. And finally, there's concerns too about the new fourth wireless carrier that would be stood up, which would be Dish Networks. Concerns about their ability to actually execute and then be a competitive fourth wireless carrier in the United States. And there's not a lot of confidence from these state attorney generals about this being a viable option moving forward. There's quite a bit of debate on LinkedIn as well as all over online whether or not this is actually a good deal for consumers, or if it's even a good deal altogether for Sprint and T-Mobile. The one thing that has been made clear, and this has been brought up by Sprint in several documents to the SEC, since they're a publicly traded company, they have to talk about their projections and where they see themselves as a business going forward. Sprint is concerned that if they don't merge, that their ability to be a national wireless carrier is going to be in jeopardy. On a recent earnings call this year, Sprint talked about the possibility of transitioning from being a national carrier to a regional carrier if this deal doesn't go through. Also, with Sprint's 5G plans, they are largely tied to T-Mobile. So as of the present moment, Sprint has 5G deployed in 9 different markets, but that is pretty much the extent of their 5G plans that they've have made public. So there's some concerns about the cash flow for Sprint. There's concerns about the viability of this carrier being able to deliver on their promises, and that's one of the concerns that Sprint is bringing to the attention of the public, as well as to this judge who's going to be ruling on this case. So this case is expected to last for the next 2 weeks, and from what we've heard so far, this judge is looking to make this a pretty quick case. So we'll know here pretty soon whether or not this deal will go through, or if this deal doesn't go through and there's some other options that come up from this. So more to come. That's what's going on with the T-Mobile and Sprint merger. We're following this one very closely, and we're going to keep you up to date on what's happening. So this is Jamal Abbott with another quick minute.